Hello folks, my name is Mark, this is Why I Hate the World. How you guys doing? So out here in California there is a debate about plastic straws. If you haven't heard about this, there's some legislation going through our state senate, to ban them across the entire state. And I'm for this. I'm all for it. Right. And there's already been some cities in Southern California that have already banned them. Malibu, Alameda, Manhattan Beach. The city of San Francisco is contemplating banning them as well. And then some other cities across the country in Hawaii and New York and stuff like that in Florida. So it's not like this is like an unprecedented thing, right? And this has kind of sparked a little bit of a debate here, about environmentalism versus freedom, right? And of course, our conservative friends have taken the stance that the government forcing you to not use plastic straws is, of course, tyranny. At least that's what I'm hearing on AM conservative talking head news out there. So I got a couple of things to say about that. The first thing being that it kind of always blows me away how conservatives and Republicans and such always automatically take the anti-environmental stance no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, they'll automatically stand against it, even if it's a regulation that doesn't really affect anybody's jobs. Right. A plastic straw ban doesn't put anyone out of business. It doesn't put restaurants out of business. It doesn't put the manufacturers of plastic straws out of business, because those are going to be the people who will make biodegradable straws, right? The restaurants don't go out of business because we already have biodegradable straws, whether they're paper straws or whether they're biodegradable plastic. I mean, I just went to a restaurant yesterday, a vegetarian restaurant, because I'm dieting and shit. I don't know if you've noticed. Been losing some weight here, and we were at this vegetarian place, and they had a plastic straw, and the straw was biodegradable, right? And it looked just like a normal plastic straw. It was slightly more stiff. Okay, it was transparent. You could see liquid in it and shit. It felt like plastic, right? It was the exact same fucking thing as like normal plastic, except this one won't, stay in a landfill for 300 million years, right? What's the problem? Why is it suddenly a tyranny to ban plastic straws? Like, we heard the same shit over the plastic bag ban, right? I don't know if you know, but in California, if you go into a shopping center or if you go into a grocery store or something, they don't have plastic bags anymore. It's all paper bags, or you bring your own bag, right? And everybody said the same shit. Oh, this is going to cause, places are going to go out of business and they're going to raise prices and all that stuff. And then we switched over, and you know what? Nothing changed. Prices, grocery stores and everything didn't go out of business, right? As a matter of fact, it created jobs, because now they sell those tote bags, right? And everybody bought a shitload of tote bags. And then, they still give you plastic bags. They're just bigger, thicker ones that last more than one use. And people recycle those. No more bags ending up in the goddamn ocean. All right. And it's like the exact same thing is going to happen with the straws. What's the big fucking problem? And why is it that the Republicans and the conservatives automatically have to take the stance that hurts people, that hurts the environment automatically? See, I never understood that. I never understood how somebody could be an anti-environmentalist. I don't get it. I mean, the environment is something that everybody uses. It benefits everyone, right? And, it would seem to me that conservatives and Republicans and shit would want to protect the environment because they like using it for their own personal use. Those are the people that go out and they like to go hunting and fishing and camping and stuff like that, right? Well, you can't go hunting if all the animals die because of pollution. Right, you can't go fishing if all the fish are choking to death on plastic bags and straws, right? And you can't go camping if the goddamn, forests burn down because of fucking global warming. Right now, in California and parts of Canada, as of 17 hours ago, there were 17 simultaneous forest fires, all right, out there, burning down all the forests, right? And this is not the only place where this is happening. I mean, I'm sure you all heard Greece all the massive forest fires in Greece that like spread into like residential areas, and like thousands of people were affected by that. People who are homeless now because of that, right? You know, this whole, like, I mean, I don't see how anybody at this point can deny that global warming is a thing, that human beings have an impact on the environment, right? And you know, yeah, a plastic ban, straw ban isn't going to change any of that. Okay, it's not going to save the earth right now, but it's something. It's a little thing, you know, it's something that we can all do together, that maybe if we got everybody else to do it, it would take a little bit of pressure off, right? And that's how you affect change. You know, you all do something, right? It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. You do something in your life to help the environment, right? I don't, people don't understand like what a precarious position we're in right now, right? Right now, in the permafrost, right, is locked up enough methane that would pretty much equal all of the carbon pollution that has been thrown into the atmosphere through the Industrial Revolution. That's in the permafrost right now, out there in Siberia, in Antarctica, right? When that melts, right, it's not an if anymore, it's a when. When that melts, that's going to double. I mean, pretty much that's the end of life on Earth, if you think about that. Now, I don't think that's going to lead to mankind's extinction like some people do, but it's going to fuck everything up, right? And at this point, I don't think that we're going to be able to stop it. I don't think we'll be able to, right? Unless, like, by some miracle, tomorrow we all wake up and we have some kind of technological solution. I don't think it's going to happen. And I don't even think that will happen, right? Because we're not investing the money to try to find that technological solution, right? We're not investing that money because half of our population doesn't believe that global warming is even a thing, right? They don't believe that it's happening. They're in denial that it's an actual problem. And that's why we're all going to die, right? That's what's going to happen, you know, within 50 years. The permafrost is going to melt, all that methane is going to go up into the atmosphere, temperatures are going to hit 150 degrees, 200 degrees, right? I mean, right now, there's a worldwide heat wave going on right now. Parts of Northern Europe, Canada are hitting 90 degrees, 100 degrees, 110. That shit is unprecedented. That has not happened in like recorded history. You know, it's ridiculous. I mean, shit, here it was where I live, Southern California, 2 weeks ago, it was 110 degrees, right? And my area where I live is usually very temperate. I'm actually within 10 miles of the beach. I get that nice marine layer coming in. Not this time, right? This shit was sweltering, and it's like, it's just, how much more evidence do you need? Every year it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. Now we have fucking forest fires burning down countries and everywhere, and it's like, it's gonna happen. I don't think we'll be able to stop it. And it's you know, when that does, you can kiss your ass goodbye. None of this stuff's gonna matter anymore. We're not gonna be able to sit there and argue, and it won't really help anybody to be able to sit down and go, I told you so, because we'll be fucking dead, right? And the people you get to blame for this, conservatives. Just remember that. Conservatives, Republicans. Right now, I mean, because they're in denial about it. I mean, the president, Donald Trump, just did an executive order to undermine California's clean air law. Right. Why? Why did he do that? Because it shores up his base and it makes his business, you know, contributors happy. And it screws a bunch of liberals in California. That's why. For petty fucking reasons. That's going to be the tombstone on mankind, right? Republicans screwed us for petty fucking reasons. So, yeah, I don't understand that shit. And I just want to make one last point here before we call it a night. Freedom is not the freedom to pollute. Okay? You don't have that freedom. You don't have the freedom to destroy the environment for everybody else. No, it's not tyranny to make a law that says that you can't pollute. That's not tyranny, all right? It's basically the same kind of thing as wearing a seatbelt, right? Yeah, you don't like it, but if you don't do it, you die, right? Well, that's what's going on here. It's within the state's purview to prevent you from fucking dying, right? I think it's within the state's purview to prevent mankind from going, extinct when the fucking, planet burns down, you know. So anyway, it's just kind of, I don't know. I try, you know what it is? It's like, I try not to think about it because it's depressing. It's depressing, and there's nothing I can do about it personally. There's nothing I can do personally. I could go out, I could get an electric car, I could get super efficient, appliances and air conditioning and all that shit. I could recycle every scrap of like paper and glass and plastic that I have, and it's gonna happen anyway. We're not gonna be able to stop it unless we get everybody, right? And we're not gonna get everybody because conservatives and Republicans simply do not give a shit because they don't believe that it's real. So we're fucked, man. We're absolutely fucked. Everybody enjoy the time you got left. And when the shit starts going south, remember who fucking did it to us, right? Because, like I said, I don't think mankind will go extinct. I just think quality of life is going to significantly decrease. And the survivors are gonna really, really hate my generation. And if I could say one thing to them, I just want to say, I'm sorry, we couldn't stop it. Anyway, adios, folks.